Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. I turned around and I was like, what? What's with the floating thing back there? That's right. I chopped down a tree last episode. Good job, Shook. You remember things. You remember things sometimes, and sometimes you do the normal. That boat is hovering. Hoverboat. Oh. I wanted a hoverboat. I want a boat that'll go on air, not just water, because that makes a lot of sense. Really, you don't, if you're just going through the water, you don't really need it on air. If it's just to surpass, not to surpass, but to go over the water. What am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. It's finally happened, people. All the evidence that has been stacked, atop each other in the last 3 years, it's finally been declared. I don't know what I'm talking about. It only took 3 years to figure it out. For me, anyway. You guys already knew it, so no. Yeah, it's not surpassed. What am I trying to think of? It's absolutely not relevant at this point, but I'm not going to let it go yet. What is the word I'm trying to say? Not circumnavigate. Is it circumnavigate? Circumnavigate is not it. Circumnavigate is like... What does circumnavigate mean? I guess to go around? I guess, yeah, maybe circumnavigate's the word I'm trying to think of. It's kind of going around something to do with the circle. Circumference of the earth is the diameter. Wait, or is it? Wait, diameter and circumference are they the same thing or different? Oh crap, I don't know. You see, I used to be really good at school. Well, actually, I was pretty good at school. In school too. About school, not really between schools. Let's just keep adding prepositions in there, and eventually something will make sense. Yeah, it's pretty good remembering stuff. When I was back in school, but it has really. I guess the retention isn't there, but then again, I guess that's just me in a nutshell. My memory has not gotten that much better since. Well, it hasn't got better. Period. It has gotten worse since I was in school. I'm getting to be an old man, or at least the memory of one. What am I talking about? So yeah, that's not at all what I was going to talk about in this episode. Why do I get off on these weird things at the beginning of these episodes? I guess it's my calling card. When you start one of these episodes up, you don't know what's going to be said in the next in the first few minutes of it, because that's me easing into whatever topic I have to say about. Sometimes I just gotta get a bunch of weird words out there before I get around to it. But anyway, welcome back to Real Long Walk. Yeah, don't mention it a lot. I'm going to try to get back to. Excuse me. I'm going to try to get back to mentioning it more often, especially during this series. But I am still raising money for Extra Life through my channel, and the Gatekeepers are raising it through the Twitch channel. As I extend the link over here on my YouTube channel. The charity I like to help promote it and stuff. Wow, that was a really awkward way to get into this topic. Good job, Shook. You are good at segues. I'm pretty sure I would wreck a real Segway. One of those that you drive around on. It would actually be really interesting to see which one I'd wreck first. Actually, would it be a literal segue? Because literal stuff, you think is, parts of speech. It's a literary, comes from literature. You think that, what would be more, which one would be more literal? A Segway you drive on or ride around on, or a Segway that you transition thoughts together with? Because they're both literal, actually, in different ways. Okay, Shook, shut up on that. We're still, but yeah, we're still raising money for Extra Life. It's a good cause. I was about to say, yeah, they dropped me on the head, and if I had Extra Life, if I went to a children's hospital, they could have fixed it. But this is the evidence of that. No, that'd be terrible. I'm feeling in a really weird mood today. I don't know why. I'm feeling very scrambled today. Probably part of it is I just binged on the last half of the season of Breaking Bad. I mentioned back a couple episodes ago that I've been watching it. I've really been enjoying it. It is a very compelling show. As I've said, you want to know what's going to happen next, how it's going to resolve itself, or the lack of resolution, I guess you could say. That resolves itself pretty well. Perhaps not in a way that people would, not in the happy ending sense of the way, when I mentioned it a few episodes back, I was actually, I said it wasn't going to end in the happiest manner, and I was right. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody who hadn't watched it. Anybody who hasn't watched it, you should check it out. It's really good TV. I wish I had watched it years ago. I don't know if I wanted to watch it when it was airing, though. I don't know if I'd want to actually have to wait week to week to watch that show. Considering I watched it just in a matter of days, that is probably I probably have a hard time watching it week to week, season to season, as it was aired. Congratulations to people who did that, though. Actually, I'm sure that people who did that probably had a lot more enjoyment of it anyway, because they had to really, wait. They had to anticipate what's going to happen next. They would talk to their buddies who also watch the show and be like, "What do you think is going to happen next? That last episode, what the crap?" While watching it on Netflix, I could go next episode, next episode, next episode. So yeah, I'm sure people who watched it and stuck with it, well, as it aired, enjoyed it far more. Yeah, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil anything too much. One thing I did think about, and I was thinking about it even before I got to the ending, but, because I knew it wasn't exactly going to end the happiest, I just can't remember how I knew it. Maybe I guess maybe it's the subject matter. So it may have been, I looked something up about it. I don't know if it's before I actually started watching it. It may have been after I had started watching it, in maybe an episode or two. Sometimes if an actor looks familiar or sounds familiar, I'll look it up on IMDb, and I may have accidentally. I was looking something up about it before or after, or just after I started watching it, and there was an article, some sort of a thing on Google about a memorial for the main character of the show. So I was like, huh, interesting. That means he's probably very likely going to die. And as I was watching it, I definitely got that feeling that it wasn't going to end the happiest. But I was thinking. I remember thinking about at the end of season 4. There's some pretty crazy stuff that happens at the end of season 4. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then you're missing out. But yeah, there's some really crazy stuff in the season 4, and it resolves that season really well, and it actually resolves a lot of stuff in the show. And I was thinking, it's interesting, if that had ended, but it only lasted 4 seasons, it could have had a much happier ending than it did. And I was thinking, that could be said of a lot of stuff. I was talking back a few weeks back about Deponia, about how Deponia Doomsday was made because of people really wanting to see more of it and not being completely satisfied with the ending of the third Deponia game, which was supposed to be the last one. About how sometimes you can end it. Just because the thing will keep going doesn't exactly mean you can be satisfied with the ending or satisfied with how it goes. Breaking Bad, I'm definitely not saying I'm not satisfied with the way it ended. It ended wonderfully and brilliantly. But it got me thinking, the points at which, people choose to end the stories could make the story very different when you think about it. If Star Wars only had one movie, and it was A New Hope, then boom, happy ending. It would have been a very happy ending. If it had ended after only 2 movies, then it would have actually had quite a terrible ending. Hey, we just got beat. End the story. And episode 6, Return of the Jedi, actually made the story have a happy ending again. So, got me thinking, that's a really interesting thing. I don't know why, but it just got me thinking that the point in which you can choose to end a story could really make a difference on the impact. The last impact you get with it, whether it's a happy or, sad ending. So yeah, it's just something I was thinking about. I don't know why. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say about it. I thought I had more. I thought I had more in the pockets, but I did not. I'm definitely feeling not in the most talkative mood. I do that a lot. It's weird. I was just saying in the last episode, I've gotten a lot better about it, but apparently I still have those days where the commentary just doesn't come as easily as others, I suppose. Yeah. But you just keep talking, and eventually intelligent things get said, or people will be disappointed. I feel like disappointment's happening. One thing that I did mention in the last episode, I mentioned that I was probably going to live stream today, and I did not get to. watched Breaking Bad for one thing, but my mom wasn't feeling too good this morning. When she got up, she was feeling very weak, not exactly sick, but just very weak. You know, she's had these spells before where she gets like that, and yeah, I didn't feel confident about, or not really confident, but comfortable, you know, being back here and streaming for an extended amount of time. You know, recording, you know, I can do. By the way, I'm recording this on Wednesday. Hello, Thursday, people. I was going to say that. I was actually going to talk about this first, and then I kind of got to talk about Breaking Bad, which got me talking about the ending thing. I was actually going to talk about this first. Should probably really try to structure these videos some, but but yeah, sometimes that would probably, I don't know, make it a little bit. I don't know. Personally, I think sometimes the randomness really does make it more interesting, I think. But yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable staying back here for too long and streaming. Working today on Thursday, tomorrow on Thursday. This video is coming out on Thursday. Did I tell you guys that? Hello, Thursday people. And so probably won't be streaming tonight. Possibly Friday. Definitely, I'm still planning on streaming on Saturday though. Definitely want to do some fun streaming to celebrate 3 years. 3 years on YouTube. We've come around full circle. I started out speaking gibberish, got to speaking mildly less gibberish, and now I am back again speaking full-on gibberish. Yeah, I circumnavigated that. Circumnavigated 3 years. I came back around. Just like that terrible joke and reference. I think just a lot of ocean today. But yeah, today I've just not. I guess it's probably just as well I didn't stream. You know, I probably wouldn't have been in that, you know, great of a mood. Though then again, the commentary probably isn't that crucial when it comes to live streams. I thought that was spiders. I thought those poppies were spiders. Spider eyes. Yeah, streaming, I guess commentary isn't as important as recording, but still, you know, I'm paranoid about such things. You know, now that's a spider. That spider's about to be dealt with. Ow. He dealt with me a little bit. Ow. Thank you. Thank you for dying. But yeah, yeah, I guess I can say it probably wasn't a bad thing I didn't stream today. Wait, did I just say that backwards? I feel like I just said something backwards. I probably didn't say it backwards, but I felt like I said it backwards. And that zombies. But yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and end the episode because I feel like I'll probably say something really weird if I try to extend it out any more than what it is. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can understand if you did not. If this wasn't a continuous journey where I wanted to, you know, see the entire journey from about 00 on out to 1,186,045 blocks, I probably would just scrap this footage, but yeah, I'm not. So if you stuck through the episode, I do sincerely enjoy it. I'm sincerely grateful for you too, and I will be probably more talkative in the next episode. I'm not even sleepy. I'm not really. So that's really weird. I just not feeling in that talkative today. But anyway, for not being very talkative, I'm really stretching this out, aren't I? Shut up, Shook. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Please come back.